Okay, so I did have a thing here. Let me see. Let me open this picture here and let me put this over here. So on my YouTube channel, I had this thumbnail in this one video here where I have like a neon outline on the camera. And I want to show you today how to do this here. And I picked just this picture, okay? Well, I use the tool Affinity Designer. And let me drag my picture I have here, this picture. Let me drag that over here onto Affinity Designer. And we just open it. So there we have the picture with the camera, and I'm gonna go with the Apple Plus command to make the camera bigger. And then I scroll over to the camera so that we can see this better, right? So we see here the background picture. Now I use this tool here, the pen tool, and I set the fill to nothing and the pen color itself to pink. Any other color is okay, like you can change that later, just to make the outline we need. And then we can, in theory, start already here with making the outline. So if I click here, drag over, go over here, then we see our outline is only 1 pixel, right? Let's make this thicker. So let's do this wide, okay? Let's continue here. So, here, there. This is good. Now we have a sharp edge here, so we need the option button. Click on here. Is this not option? Is it control? Control would be the sharp edge. So we control Z. Then we go control from here, control to here. That makes this a sharp edge. And then we continue here with our curves. We don't have to be 100% accurate here because this is going to be a thumbnail. And there we close the path. So now we have this pink path, okay? We can go here now and duplicate this layer. And let's do the top layer white. Top layer here, we change the color to white. And we can also reduce the line width a little bit. Okay, so now we see already where this leads to. Those two here, we are going to push the FX button. And we put a Gaussian Blur on there. So we blur this a little, not too much. We see already we could use the curve here, the the pink area, to blur that more than the white area. We can also do the stroke width here, make this a little wider and more blur. Right? Like this. And then we see how we have this area around here done already. So with this layer selected, we can continue here. Let's just add this curve. Okay, and this we need to be pink. Change a little pink up. We also need again the Gaussian Blur. There. We can duplicate this curve too. Now it's on the top layer. Less blur. We want whiter and thinner. We should also blur that. Here. A little bit. I don't know if I can see it like this. So you can add as many lines as you want to this, but let's have this as a good example. You see this here now. If I now want to export it, I can export this to anything I want. I do a 50% export here and save this on the desktop. Now, if I open this in, this is a 4K image, or if I open this in my regular image program, then you see here the neon stripe. So if this would be a small thumbnail, it would look like this. Okay. Now, you see often that I have those arrows in here. I do have, I have a pink arrow here. So let's do that. Those things you only create once. Look at that. I don't know if an image blur would do any good. Maybe if you like that. So if you want that additionally to it, and export. You could also change the image size or whatever, but here, let's do 1920 by 1080. There, then it's a lot smaller. Export again. Call this B. If I open this again, then we have that kind of image. Right, so I hope you liked this and this tutorial, and it was easy to see how to do things here. You can now save this whole Affinity Designer file, so if you want to do later some changes or add additional lines in here, you can very well do that. If you don't want to keep it, you just quit this program and go out. Yes, so subscribe to my channel and we go from there.